All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Part 2. Back episode 31. Test.
Testing.
Testing 1, 2. All right, coming back. Part
Am I
2.
on? I don't think I'm on.
You on?
Should be
Am I
on.
on? Testing.
Okay, we on. We back. What's up? All right. Test.
Hello.
We're ready.
Mine tripping. Mine
State of the art equipment here.
testing.
That's
Test.
right.
We back. We back.
We're working, yeah.
We back.
We get that.
Test. All right. Episode 31. We back.
Part 2.
Part 2. We got a very special guest. He's our super producer. He's the owner of Mi Havana, Mr. Raul Renner.
This is a great one, man. We got the person who started this podcast asked us to get on here 33 weeks ago because we took 2 weeks off. Man, we were just doing this on a humbug. No script, no notes.
Off the rip.
Yep. All off the dome. So it's a special, man. Thank you. Man, we're glad you're here, dog.
Yeah.
So tell us, man, you from 3 generations of cigar rollers. How did that start, man? Is it 3 generations, 2 generations? Who got you started with cigars?
Who got me started? Well, my mom taught me how to roll,
Wow.
but my family's been smoking cigars for a long time. So I'm from an area in Cuba called Caimanera, which
Okay.
is like a little small fishing town.
Uh-huh.
It's exactly like 200 meters away from the Guantanamo U.S. base. You guys
Okay.
familiar with that? Right?
Yes. Yeah, we're familiar with that.
So apparently, back in the days, the U.S. guys that used to live in the Guantanamo Bay side were
Uh-huh.
able to go into that town, Caimanera, which is a small fishing town right
Okay.
next to them on the ocean. That's where I'm from. So apparently, back in the days, that town was thriving. They used to have restaurants and bars, kind of to cater to the Guantanamo Bay guys, right?
Right.
That's where the money was. They would come over maybe on the weekends and hit the town. And back then, my grandfather used to make cigars at the house and sell them to those guys.
Okay.
Yeah, because even back then you couldn't really all the LCDH or the official, like where you could get all the Cohibas and the Monte Cristos.
Mhm.
There's none of that in Guantanamo.
Okay.
So we would use tobacco from the farm, make farm rolls at the house, and sell it to those guys. That was before things got a little bit, dirty, and now those guys can't come over, and
Okay.
everything changed. But
So your mom really got you started rolling cigars, rolling or smoking, or both? Did she smoke?
she mainly smoked cigarettes, but she, her role was mainly to just roll cigars, like at the wrapper.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. My dad, he was more of the smoker, blender, did a little bit of everything.
When did you get started smoking cigars? What age?
Consistently, I would say about 18.
18. Okay.
Yeah. That's my father passed away when I was 18
Okay.
from cancer, and I really started smoking there at that time. But my first cigar could have been, I don't know, could have been 12.
12. That's what's it.
I don't
Wow.
know.
Sound like me and Randy. We were smoking
Yeah.
at 12. We weren't smoking cigars though. We were smoking other stuff, but it's okay.
It was hard to
It's
smoke.
legal now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was hard to smoke in Cuba because all those cigars was, to sell them, to make a little bit of money
To
on the
make
side.
money. Yeah.
So,
What would you say is your favorite cigar? Of course, it would be the R&R or Mi Havana, but what's your favorite cigar other than your cigars?
Well, I won't give you a brand. I'll tell you what's my favorite type of cigar.
Okay.
How about that?
That's good.
And then
That's
I can tell
perfect.
you some brands and some cigars that are kind of like that. Because I like a lot of cigars.
Sound like me and Randy.
So I like a cigar that's, fuller body and taste. I like a cigar that has a little bit of spice but doesn't carry through the retro hell.
Uh-huh.
I like a cigar that changes as you smoke it, through the 3 phrases.
The three what? Say it again. Three-
Phases.
and what are the three phases?
So you got the first third, the second third, and the last third.
Okay.
Right. The best third for me is always the middle one, but it
And the
depends on the
last.
cigar. It could be the last one
Last,
too.
yeah.
So, cigars that I kind of like that. I mean, I'm sure you guys know all these cigars are great cigars. Cigars that you just can't never miss. Besides the cigars that we make here for the clubhouse, you could go with, I don't know, Ligas. You can go with cigars from Foundation, anything that's a Connecticut broadleaf or
Yeah.
a Mexico. I'm talking about like Tabernacles, Olmec.
Okay.
If you
Right.
like more of the Dominican profile, you can't go wrong with LFDs.
LFDs are
LFDs
good.
are good.
LFD Duckbill.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so many cigars out there. That you
Yeah.
it just depends.
What you got for him, Randy? I got another question. I'll let you go.
No, he's the hardest working man in the cigar business, man. He got a new line out.
What is it called?
What's it called? R&R?
R&R, baby.
Yeah, so I'm not very creative, so I just use my initials for the name of the brand. So it's called R&R for Raul Rayner.
And Randy and Robert.
But
Podcast.
the lines, the brands are the Soldier King, Gran Corona, and Pax Romana.
We love them.
We love
these are
'em.
phenomenal. Everybody's giving them rave reviews. We all like these cigars, man. What's different about these than the
other like
ones from
the
6
before,
months
like
ago?
this
What'd you say is
Iron
different?
Mics and all that.
So if you guys are wondering, we're still going to keep all the legacy brands.
Okay.
We're going to bring where the Iron Mics are in production. The Ray Lewis,
Yep.
all that stuff. The 7Ks, the Nopes, Jutias, Boy Boombas, all those are all coming back. They're just in production now.
Okay.
You really can't just rush them into production. I mean, our focus was getting these cigars out and some other orders that we had to get out for, a few other brands. But what's different? As far as the tobacco that we use, it all comes from the same source. We use tobacco from AJ Fernandez. I don't know if you guys heard his factory burned down yesterday.
I saw that. I got the email.
Yeah.
Sad.
But that's just one of 7 factories.
Did it
He'll be
completely
okay.
burn down?
Yeah, that one is. Yeah, but they're already rebuilding.
Okay.
Lucky for him, he already had another mega factory that he was gonna open in about 60 days.
Okay.
So it's perfect timing, I think. So they're gonna rush into. I talked to him yesterday. They're gonna rush into that. So they're gonna open that one earlier, and they're gonna start working on this one again to get it back and running.
Hold on, let me back up. You talked to who? AJ Fernandez?
Oh yeah, you know him right
Did he
now.
just drop a name on us? You talked to him?
Yeah.
What did you tell him about the R&R podcast? You tell him to watch or no? Not even get to that part. We'll say that. So
he
you
was
talked
actually,
to him.
he never travels anywhere. A lot of people don't even know what he looks like. Anybody here knows what AJ looks like?
No, we seen him one time here.
Yeah, so
Was
he
he
doesn't
here?
travel.
Did he come here?
No, he tuned in from Nicaragua.
We did a live video thing on the first floor, so he was. Yeah, he got a chance to see you guys because the camera was facing the.
He saw us.
He saw you, and then we saw him.
How come you didn't tell me AJ Fernandez was? I'd have been like, "What's up, dog?" That's probably why I didn't do that. So, how did you meet him?
Man, I met him in 2018. I think it was maybe like my 3rd trip to Nicaragua ever.
Okay.
That's when I was getting close to opening
your factory.
A factory. So, I was going around trying to find good suppliers, and I met him. I guess him being from Cuba and having a similar background, kind of took me a little bit under his wing, and ever since he's been very supportive.
That's a blessing, man.
That's a blessing.
Yeah.
So AJ Fernandez watched our podcast.
Yeah, he does.
Wow.
I mean, I can only guess. I don't.
Hey,
maybe.
What's up, AJ?
Can't
Man?
make that up. Can't make that up. Yeah. So let me ask you this: what is the perfect drink with the cigar, and what's the perfect meal? You can only have one drink and one meal.
Well,
what's your perfect drink with a cigar?
I don't really drink too much alcohol, but
is that right?
If you ask me, I'm gonna go with coffee.
Coffee
with cigars.
True Cuban.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's your perfect meal?
Meal, man. I'm not picky.
You can only have one though.
There's this plate that I get in Nicaragua every time.
What is it? Arroz.
It's not hard to find me in Nicaragua at 12 because I'm always at the same restaurant. It's called Coifer, and they have the best steak I ever had.
Really? What is it called?
Coifer.
Okay.
You're gonna go. You're gonna see.
We're gonna go.
Yeah,
We're going. We going.
Yeah. It's a
Pork fork?
steak. Yeah, steak, and then they have something called gallo pinto, which is like it's kind of like that Cuban rice.
Uh-huh.
That's like the black beans with the
Yeah,
rice.
the arroz con pollo. Yeah, yeah.
So something like that, but their version. And they have tostones and plátano frito. So, the traditional Nicaraguan dish is very like it's very Cuban, very Cuban.
Yeah, I can see that.
Except they have meat, not
Meat.
like Cuba. You can't get meat in Cuba.
So how'd you come to open a cigar lounge? Because I remember the one that was around the corner. It was smaller, and now you're in the 3-level facility. What made you open a cigar lounge?
Well, my intention was not to open a cigar lounge when I first opened. I wanted to.
I think the Dodgers just won,
Yeah.
but go ahead. We'll see in a
Go ahead.
minute.
Okay, let's check this out.
Let's see what happens.
Check this
We're all
out.
gonna start screaming
We
now.
on a delay right here.
On a slight delay here, but we got the Dodgers on. Let's see what happens.
The boys.
Let me see that.
5-5 in the bottom of the ninth.
Clearly, the Dodgers won
0-2.
because we just heard the cheering.
5-5 in the bottom of the ninth. Paez is up to bat.
We're taking a slight break to watch the Dodgers.
It's a big delay here.
Count 1 and 2. Paez up to bat.
Must
So
be
I-
a big delay.
Paez sits down.
Shohei.
Shohei is up to bat, y'all.
Look, they all standing up.
Standing up, getting the standing
Bottom of the
O.
ninth.
The
What's
big
that? One
dog.
out.
Good night.
Ah,
Shohei Ohtani.
over.
Game over.
Game over.
Walk off. Shohei Ohtani. Shohei bobblehead night.
It
It
was
doesn't
his
get no
bobblehead.
better. It doesn't get no better than this. The Dodgers are now
Look,
8-0.
look. They splashing him.
The Dodgers are now 8-0. You got to believe, baby. You got to believe.
You called
They
it,
going
Randy.
back to back.
You called it.
A lot of money.
Hey, look, hey. Shohei smacked it, baby.
LA, baby. Don't get no sweeter than that.
You went to opening game. I gotta go to some games. And shit.
Yeah, man. Big cocktail party out there, baby.
How was it? Nice.
Lovely.
He knew.
Never made it to my
You
seat.
lying. You lying. You didn't go to your seat at all.
Not at all. Wow.
Game over.
Legend.
Game over.
Straight legend. All right, back to the interview.
I'm so happy they won.
Yeah.
Okay, what we got? What was the question?
Perfect meal.
He
You
said
said-
that
Yeah,
steak.
yeah,
You
steak.
said that. So what made you open a cigar lounge?
I guess it was a little bit of pressure, but I never intended to open a cigar lounge.
Uh-huh.
When I opened the business, it was a cigar factory.
Okay.
We were actually making cigars on that small location over
Okay.
there.
Okay.
We started with one table, making about 300 cigars a day.
300 a day?
With one table, then we had two. The
How many
max-
rollers did you have? Was it you?
Well, one table is 2 rollers.
One table's 2 rollers.
Yeah. So
Wow.
so one does the filler and bunch, and the second roller it does the wrapper. So it's
Okay.
like, it's a little bit like an assembly line.
Assembly line.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. And then we had up to 3 tables at one point. But what started happening is people were hanging out. So I mean, the first phase, I just had foldable chairs,
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
and then
That's crazy.
and
Isn't that
then
crazy?
That's crazy.
yeah,
crazy.
and then a little bit later, I had like a couple benches. You know, it was like the world's longest bench. I had maybe like a 30-foot bench along
Okay.
the side, and everybody will sit on that thing. It was the funniest thing because you're sitting next to each other, and yet you're having a conversation, right? So it's like a waiting room. I
Right.
had the
Yeah,
feeling
yeah.
of a waiting room, so it didn't feel too friendly. So I built the second floor in that little small facility, and I moved the production to that second floor,
Okay.
like a mezzanine.
Mm-hmm.
And then the whole bottom part, I started getting creative with, couches and
Okay.
making it more a little bit like a lounge.
Cool.
Okay.
And then
okay.
then moved here.
Yeah. And how long have you been here?
We opened here in 2021.
You been there that long? 4 years?
We opened in 2021, February 2021. We were open for about 3 months. Then we had a fire. Fire started in the
I heard about
mezzanine.
that.
Yeah. But I mean, that happened 4 a.m.
Wow.
Nobody was here. It was just some guy lit up the dumpster on fire, and the flames made contact with the windows, and
Wow.
the fire got in like that. And but it was contained for the most part.
How long were you closed for a little while?
We were closed all the way till, well, the fire happened in May, and then we were able to reopen the following February
Okay.
Okay.
2022. So I guess we were closed for about 9 months,
Okay.
8 months,
Wow.
something like that.
That's crazy. So I think your dad rolled too. Didn't he roll at the spot in El Monte?
Yes. So
I remember that spot.
yes.
Laura Azusa and Santa Anita.
Yeah, the Mursuli cigar. So when we first migrated from Cuba, I was about 12 years old. They used to roll cigars there.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
So, naturally my parents started working there because they knew how to roll cigars.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So eventually my mom, she's a professor, English professor from Cuba. So
Wow.
it took her a little bit of time because she was going to night school, and she got her certificate, and
Yeah.
she was able to get all the classes she needed, so all her degrees would transfer. And then she started working for a school for the Amani High School District,
Really?
and then
Wow.
and she's retired now.
Yeah.
From
the
the
school
Royal
district.
High School, South
That's
El
cool.
Monte. That's
Yeah.
cool. She had to work. That's good. So she was an English professor teaching what, Spanish speaking students or
Yeah. She was working at the University of Guantanamo
Okay.
teaching English,
Wow.
but she also taught English at home on the side. In Cuba, you have everything you do is on the side.
on the side. On the
Yeah,
side.
because you just don't make enough money.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I was
That's-
able to pick up a lot.
A lot of English.
Yeah, when I came here, I was already speaking English, kind of broken.
And you came here at 12.
12, yeah.
And so you started where? What middle school?
Gidley,
And then high school,
Rosemead.
San Gabriel Valley,
So,
baby.
SGV, baby.
SGV,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rosemead.
Yeah.
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 That's crazy, man. Now you got a whole, you're doing cigars, you have a lounge. Yeah. What do you have for 'em, Randy?
So you in the people don't know you in the World Book of Guinness. You in the Guinness Book of World Records, right?
Yeah.
For what?
For the longest cigar, rolling the longest cigar.
Rolling the longest cigar?
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn.
That's lovely. That's
Wow.
crazy.
Wow.
And it's his birthday, man.
And
We-
it's his birthday.
Shout out Raul Rayner, owner of the flyest, dopest cigar lounge
in California.
in California, period.
Period.
Hey, look,
Yeah.
I went to back in the summer. I went to
Wait, do you know why I rolled the cigar?
why?
So in 2016, by this time, I was already making cigars in the small shop,
Yep.
right? And then December 2016, we're looking at our social media, and we started seeing this news article going around, and it was basically Cuba had rolled the world's longest cigar then, which was 90 meters
90
to
meters.
honor Fidel's 90th birthday. And it was cool,
Right.
I guess. But, when something is made out of the industry that I love, which is the tobacco cigar industry, for someone like Fidel Castro,
Right.
it just didn't sit well for me.
Right.
That happened in December. So, first thing I did is I went and I bought a Guinness World Record book,
Mm-hmm.
the 2017 that came out in December of 2016 when the record was rolled for Cuba. And I didn't see the record there. It was not in there. And so I actually wanted to find out if this record was actually official.
Legit.
Yeah.
So I called Guinness. I went to the website. I went through the, contact us tab, and I found a phone number. I called them. They said that indeed that's a record, but it's not in the book because they send the book out to print around October. All the
Okay.
content that they have,
Uh-huh.
they send it out in October so they can sell it in December because the best sales are during Christmas.
Right.
Makes sense. So I asked him, all right, so if somebody was to break the record before October next year, does that mean that new record holder is going to go in the book and
Yeah.
not the old one? They say, yeah, that's usually what happens. Once a record is broken,
Exactly.
it gets replaced. So I made it a challenge to
beat that record.
just to get Fidel's name out of anything tied to cigars. And I did it on August 4th,
2017. Okay.
It still holds.
Still holds?
It still holds.
Oh, yeah.
Still holds.
What,
Yeah.
What's your goal for this lounge, man? And what's your goal for your cigars?
Man, my goal is to make this lounge the best lounge ever.
Yep.
So,
We on our way, baby.
Yep.
I'm a consumer more than anything. I do work in the industry. I have a factory. I make cigars. I have a lounge. So I get the business side, but
Yeah.
I mean, I've been always, hanging out and making friends with all the guys that come here, and I share, the same sentiment that we have here in California, which is, sometimes it's very limited where you can go and smoke and enjoy a cigar.
Okay.
It's gotten worse over the years. The taxes are getting worse
Mhm.
over the years. So my goal is to turn this into, like a cigar paradise if possible.
Okay.
It's gonna take a little bit of time. So the more members we get, the more we could do for the vision. Eventually this place could be a 24/7 access.
Which would be lovely. Oh, that'd be lovely.
All the cigars, I would love to have all the cigars at wholesale. So whatever you guys are paying, imagine like, I don't know, like 50% less than what you're paying now.
Right.
And that could happen. The math is there. We just need to have the right amount of members.
Okay.
With
That'd
the
be
right
good.
amount of members, eventually we're gonna have cigars that normally sell for 15. You guys, only the members could buy them for like $7-8.
That would be great.
Love
Open
it.
And if we come in here
24/7.
24/7,
And
that's fly.
you guys like members night? You guys enjoy members night?
We
We
love,
love members night.
Now imagine we were able to afford to do members night quality of performance every weekend.
That'd be crazy.
Wow.
That'd be crazy.
That's the vision, just to create a paradise.
Yep. A
Yeah.
cigar paradise. Yeah, that'd be lovely.
And you know what? We're almost there. I think we need like 60 new members, and
Okay.
and then we'll go into the next phase. I think once we hit another 60 members, we're gonna start closing at noon. I mean, at midnight, the weekdays, potentially at 2 a.m. in the weekends.
So midnight on weekdays, 2 a.m. on Friday, Saturday.
Yeah.
That'd be
Wow,
phenomenal.
that'd be lovely. That'd be lovely.
Randy, I think me and you will be smoking 5 cigars a day.
Yeah, man.
It's gonna be all
Yeah,
that. Good thing I'm single.
Man.
So basic math: the more members we get, the
Yeah.
more money
Yes.
comes
yes,
in,
Yes,
the
yes,
more we could afford additional staff, additional entertainment,
Yep.
and take less off of the sales of cigars.
Yep.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Smart.
good,
It's
man.
a big business, good business model.
We love this cigar lounge.
We love
man.
this cigar lounge. This is our home. This where we were. You came with the idea for the podcast,
Yep.
and originally it was going to be me and you,
Yep.
and then you said, "Hey, what about Rob?" I said, "Oh, hell yeah, let's do it. Let's do it." And thank you for that, brother, for that opportunity. Like I said, man, you showed me, you told me a lot about cigars.
After 5 more members, we get new mics. I promise.
No, we about to buy some. But you showed me how to retro hell. You taught me a lot of stuff, and I'm just in awe, and I appreciate you. I really do,
We
bro.
want this to be successful, dog. We love it.
Yeah,
It's our spot, dude.
That's
all
our
people
spot.
Here.
Yeah.
we take care of it like it's home.
Yep.
No riffraff, no. It's for the grown and sexy, man.
Yep,
It's for the
yep,
grown and sexy and the
yep,
educated
yep,
people.
yeah.
You can do a lot of networking here. We got a lot of good dudes. Not also that.
Pick it up higher, maybe.
The Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, like I said, but like not only that was born out of it, the podcast, we made some good friends here, and we made another a promotion company called the Gents that we do events
Yep.
that's cigar friendly all over Southern California. So out of that, that out of Mi Havana that came. That's the Gents is the home of Mi Havana. Like I said, members night, man, is always packed.
Yep.
Standing room only. Live entertainment. We had salsa bands. We
That
had
was phenomenal.
R&B.
Salsa was phenomenal.
We had rap. We had anything you can think of. We had here, and you always look out, man. You always you're a friend. You know what I mean? You're a friend. You're not just an owner. You're a friend of mine, and so we always got your back.
Yep.
Whatever you want to do, we gonna be right there with you. We going to Nicaragua with you.
We going
because you've been on my head about that.
I'm
like,
trying to
man,
go
where you
this
want to
month.
go? Yeah, we want to go. Yeah, we going to Nicaragua. But hey man, I appreciate you, man. Happy birthday,
Happy birthday.
man.
Happy C Day.
Yeah, man. Hey, the
Hey,
sky's the limit, man.
He's today, I'm Sunday. Aries season, baby. Aries season. You and me, we the same age. We both 38.
Yeah.
Why you laughing, dog?
No,
We both 38, dog. We both born. We 3 days
38.
apart.
38.
yeah. So you guys want to talk about that trip to Nicaragua?
Yes, we do. I'm ready.
So I think we could do it if we can get 10 guys to go.
10 guys to go.
I'm ready to go.
Who
This
wants to
month.
go to Nicaragua?
Who wants to go to Nicaragua?
I'm ready to go this month.
All right.
We'll get 10 guys, 4 days.
Yeah.
Yes.
Take a couple tours in the factories.
Yes.
Right.
Make your own cigar.
Make your own cigar.
Bring back 100 cigars.
Yep.
Yeah.
Taste the culture.
Yeah.
Sightseeing a little bit.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. We could reserve a little resort all for us.
Yeah. Let's do it. We with it.
Practicar tu español porque es mejor cuando hablas dos lenguajes. Yo hablas español mucho. Es mejor. Tú necesitas hablar español en
This brother's
Nicaragua.
bilingual, y'all.
Yes, sí. Claro que sí.
Cuidado.
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 Es mi amigo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Hats off to you, brother. We love
We
you,
love
man.
it.
Right.
We
And,
love you, dog.
It is every season. It's my son's birthday tomorrow.
Nice.
April
Congrats.
3rd turns 23.
So I
My
guess
young
I'm your
hog.
nephew. I guess I'm your nephew.
Yeah,
Yes,
my
I'm
young
your
hog.
nephew.
Yeah, my
April
young
3rd,
hog.
April
Yeah.
2nd,
April 3rd.
April 5th.
Yeah.
We ain't
So
doing this. We two
happy
this, dog.
birthday, Devin. And see you tomorrow, big dog.
All right, dog.
All right,
We got
man.
one more part, baby. We got
One
Alan
more
Gray.
part.
All right. Who's next?
Mr. Allen, the jazz.
Young homie. Good job, young Raul Rayner.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Testing, testing. Got it. All right. We got one more interview.
One more. We've been up here 2.5 hours.
Check.
Putting it in, getting it in. We got Mr. Allen D. Gray, the jazz cat. He puts on jazz shows all over Southern California. He just had one in Eastvale at the new hotel, Staybridge
Staybridge.
Hotel,
Yes.
Park View, and it was lovely. It was nice, man. We all attended, and we had a good time. How you doing, Allen?
I'm doing great, man. I thank you guys for having me, brother. I appreciate you.
All day, baby. The,
Yes,
the,
sir.
the, the homie from the neighborhood, dog.
Absolutely.
Hey, we ain't like you, dog. We for the streets, dog.
You from the streets? All right, all
We ain't from
right.
Diamond Bar, dog. We from South Central.
He's just a different part of the streets. That's all.
Kendall's
Different part.
Donuts, Louisiana Fried Chicken, Jim
on now.
Bandy, Holly
Pioneer.
Park, Kmart, Lucy's. I'm
Give
not
me those
trying
fries.
to really, you
Don't
know.
don't leave
Don't
out
do that.
Brawley Hut. Don't leave out
Brawley
Brawley
Hut.
Hut.
Brawley Hut.
Chris on
Brawley Hut.
Imperial,
Yes,
dog.
sir. Give me those chili cheese fries with pastrami on top.
Brawley Hut chili cheese fries, the dome. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
Yes,
tell you
sir.
about that, Randy, later.
I already know
You
about that. I'm a player.
Okay,
You know,
all
man.
right, man. I just want to make
I've
sure.
been around, man.
All right, just want to make sure. So, how'd you get started doing jazz, or, concerts and all that?
Well, man, after being in sales for 25 years, corporate sales, I decided, I knew that I wanted to phase out, and I ultimately wanted to own my own jazz club one day.
Okay.
So I decided to go back to school, finish my degree, got my degree in business from University of Redlands at the School of Business.
Good school.
So 2018, man, I started my company, Jazz Cat Entertainment, and I've been producing shows ever since.
Where were you doing them? Where'd you start doing them? Because we saw you in
So-
Eastville, but where were you doing them?
So my first ever show was at the Lewis Family Playhouse right here in Victoria Garden.
Oh yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, the Lewis family.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had Lynn Roundtree, Marquel Jordan, and Jeff Bradshaw.
Okay.
And from that, I went over to Harvell's in downtown Long Beach.
Yep, I know Harvell.
So I was there from 18 to 22 was my last show. And then I decided to start coming out here next door to Silver Lakes.
Silver Lakes, right there in
Silver Lakes.
Eastville.
Yeah.
You know that, Randy. You know
Yeah,
Silver
EB.
Lakes. Yeah.
I started doing a jazz series called Jazz at the Lakes, and
Okay.
it was a lovely thing. And then I had my first jazz festival in September of 23 as well.
How was that? How did that turn out?
Turned out great, man. I had about 350 people for the first time. I was happy with that. You know, you got to start slow and,
Yeah,
and
that's
then
right, that's
build
right.
it. So I'm looking to do my next one next year, and we're going to be across the street in Eastville at the park across from
Eastville
Victoria
Community
Gardens.
Park.
Absolutely.
So when is that one? When is that one?
I haven't gotten a date yet. We're still so Yoruba Valley is who actually runs that park
Okay.
in Eastville.
JCSD, yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're in negotiations in terms of how it's going to be laid out and what the date is going to be. If it's up to me, it's definitely going to be in September
Okay.
because I like to have it after jazz season is over. You know that you usually start out with City of Lights Jazz Festival in April, then you go into May with
Newport
Newport Jazz Fest.
and Playboy.
You got Playboy is now Hollywood Bowl Jazz
Yeah.
Festival,
Mhm.
but now actually they're getting ready to change it to the Blue Note.
Oh, really?
So the Blue Note Jazz Festival, and then you also have San Diego Jazz Festival, and then in August is Long Beach Jazz Fest, and then the granddaddy of them all, Monterey Jazz Festival, which
Monterey.
is for the old heads.
Is that a big one?
That's the big one. That's
People come
that's
from
more
all over where?
all over, brother, all over.
Hey, so Blue Note, that's my favorite jazz musician, John Coltrane.
Oh, really?
Come on, Coltrane.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plays for Lovers, Blue Note,
Come on
him
now.
and Miles. That's my favorite. Tenor sax.
Yes, sir.
My daughter plays that.
Okay.
I didn't know this was a Blue Note type of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. People don't know that. You got to really be a jazz to know Blue Note.
You got to know
Right.
it. You got to
Okay,
know
okay,
it. You know,
okay.
One of my biggest trips that I wanted to make one day when I went to New York was to go to the actual Blue Note Jazz Club.
Okay, is it still open?
It's still open.
What?
Yes. Yes. You
Who's
know,
playing? They got sax.
oh, brother, they got all kind of up. I mean, look, they have not only A-list artists, but they also have up-and-coming artists that they bring through there
Okay,
as well.
okay.
But they have a Blue Note in Japan. They got a Blue Note up in Napa Valley.
And Napa.
In Napa, they have
Okay.
a Blue Note Jazz Club in Napa.
How was that? Is it?
It's nice.
Really?
It's nice. They actually do a Blue Note Jazz Festival up there as well.
Okay. So
Wow.
are you doing something in April? Are you doing something coming up?
So April is going to be my first jazz series that I'm going to start at the Staybridge Hotel in Eastville.
What's
with-
the jazz series? Explain that to me.
So I want to bring in major artists once a month. And I'm going to start out with Marcus Anderson on April 30th.
Okay, April 30th.
Yeah. So
That's
I'm gonna,
already etched in stone.
it's not etched in stone because I haven't sent the contract back. I have
Okay.
a meeting with the hotel tomorrow to solidify everything.
Okay.
Okay.
Once that's done, then I'll send the contract and deposit to Marcus and we'll be on it. And I'll
April
start
30th.
promoting. April
So
30th.
what day of the week would that be on?
That's actually on a Wednesday. And the reason why I chose that date is because that's International Jazz Day.
Ooh, we can't go to that, Randy. We'll be here. Unless we do our podcast
From there.
That sounds like a plan.
Hey, maybe, hey, Alan, great. That may be, we may do the podcast before the jazz starts.
Starts.
And we just talk about jazz. We talk little sports, very
Yeah.
little, talk jazz.
Jazz.
So
That'll
we'll have
work.
to do our research,
Right.
talk about some jazz artists.
Right.
We have to do it. So what day? April 30th?
April 30th. And the show will start around 7 o'clock. So we'll definitely have time to do a podcast from 5 to about 6:30 or so.
Bet.
That's 4 weeks from today.
Lock it
Yes.
in, baby.
Hey,
Yeah.
so we might need to do that. That would be because we could interview you,
Yeah.
talk about your evolution, talk about who's going to be on, maybe interview some of those cats.
Right.
Well, we definitely got to interview Marcus as well.
Right.
Marcus, who?
Marcus Anderson. He's a saxophone player.
we might do that.
We do
Yeah.
that. It's done.
4 weeks from today.
Yes.
Let us know. I mean,
Yeah.
I know I'm on JV. You trying to move me up for the playoffs,
Right.
but let me know, dog. What I'm
Put me
ready.
in, coach.
Put me in, dog. I'm ready. That sounds good. We do a podcast from there, dog.
Right. Yeah, we do it.
Can I say this R&R right here is off the chain?
It's
Off the chain. I gave you the one of the
Told you.
best ones,
Which
baby.
one you give him?
Soldier
Soulja
King.
King.
Man, Soldier King, you can't
Yes,
go
sir.
wrong, man.
Yes,
Either
sir.
one of them.
This is all right.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that sounds good. So April 30th, it's gonna be on a Wednesday. What time is it gonna be? 7 to what?
7 till about 9 o'clock. He'll do
And you
two
think you have a
sets.
good crowd on a Wednesday in Eastville?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
For Marcus gonna sell it out.
Right.
Really?
He's on all the jazz circuits. Any jazz festival, any jazz club that you go throughout the country, jazz cruises, you will see Marcus Anderson.
Okay.
Anderson.
Marcus Anderson.
Hey, we need to lock that in.
We
Can
lock
you
it
get our agent to talk to
Is that-
Alan's agent?
Yeah.
And let's get on there, dog.
Have your people call my
yeah,
people.
exactly.
Well, the people talking to the people.
Yeah,
we ain't got no agent.
yeah.
We talk for ourselves.
We got an agent.
Yeah.
Those search agents. We got an agent. We'll
Now,
find one.
Just so you know, also the next jazz Sunday brunch is going to be on Mother's Day, May 11th.
Okay.
Mother's Day.
Okay.
Mother's
I was
Day.
going to do it in April, but I decided, you know what? Let's go ahead and start the jazz series first,
Right.
and then go back to the jazz Sunday brunch
All right.
on May 11th.
Yeah. Okay. So
So
April
bring your
30th.
wife,
April-
bring your wife,
All right.
bring your girlfriends,
Right.
your significant others, your grandmothers, your
Grandmothers,
mom.
the moms.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
That'll be good, dog.
That'll be
Hey,
good.
I like that, dude. April 30th. We need to pull up, Ram. Make that happen.
We locked
dog.
it. We locked in.
We got a whole thing we could do
Right.
with Alan, with the jazz musicians,
Right.
talking
Yeah.
about jazz.
Interview
Here in
some
Southern
people.
California, interview some
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that.
Yeah. So anything else you want to promote, dog? Promote. What you want to promote?
Well, first of all, man, I want to promote this spot because Mi Havana Cigar Lounge, brother.
How you
is-
like it?
Look, let me tell you something, and I tell everybody that I run into, this is the best cigar lounge in Southern California.
Anywhere.
Yep.
Anywhere.
Yep.
Anywhere.
Yeah,
We ain't
Yeah.
biased either, but he telling you the truth.
I'm telling you the truth, and I've been to all of them,
Right.
and I've been to ones throughout the country, but this is the cigar lounge to come to. So if you've never been here, I suggest you come out. But yeah, man, I just, I'm appreciative of being able to, for my love of jazz music and also my love of entertaining people,
Yeah.
that I've been allowed to do this for as long as I have.
Yeah.
And I thank everybody out there who has supported me for the past 6 years, doing what I've been doing. And, I'm actually going on 7 years. I'm appreciative of it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Man,
yeah.
we want to support you, dog. We came 2 Sundays ago. We enjoyed it. We had a good time.
Thank
We
you.
want to support you. We want to come on the 30th. We want to pull up, dog. So
We're going to
we
pull
gotta
up.
make
It's
that happen.
done. It's done.
Let's do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Right.
All right.
Interview some of your people, dog. I mean,
Yes.
interview you first,
Yes.
and then some of your people,
That'll do.
and
That'll
then
work.
let's get the party going.
Yeah.
There'll be
Let's
some
get
great
that jazz
musicians there.
going.
It'll be some great musicians there. Even the guys that he plays with him, his keyboardist, his guitarist, his drummer. These are all top-notch cats. When you have your major artists that come into town, these are the guys that they call and say, "Hey, I need you to perform with me."
Yeah.
So your
Right.
Gerald Albright, your Boney James, your Boney Brian Culbertsons, all those guys. These are the guys that they call.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
sure.
with that, man, we want to support you, dog. We appreciate you, dog.
Appreciate you,
appreciate
brother.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming, dog.
Give it up for Alan.
You're not going to ask me how I started smoking cigar?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. How'd you get started smoking? Yeah. When we started to the music, dog, how'd you get started smoking cigars?
So look, I only put that in there because I told you before, but
Yeah.
man, I back in 08,
Oh, so I've been
That
smoking
was-
longer than him.
yeah,
I was
What- that was that All-Star Weekend in
Yeah.
Vegas.
Oh, wait. Vegas.
No,
Okay.
Vegas is 07.
It was 07.
7. Yeah,
Okay.
you're right. Vegas.
So I had this couple that I knew that own strip malls, man. They're millionaires, and they go to Caesar's Palace every other weekend without fail.
Out.
So I
In
told them, I
Vegas?
said, in Vegas. So I told them, look, I'm going to be out there this weekend. If you guys are coming, call me and let me know so we can hook up and, hang out. So they're like, no, we're not coming. It's going to be too busy. It's going to be too crowded. We're going to come the following week. And I said, okay, no problem. I said, well, I'm getting there Thursday so I can beat the crowd on Friday that's going to be driving out. And if you decide to change your mind, call me and let me know. So they get there on Friday. They call me, hey, we're here. And I'm like, wait a minute, I thought you guys weren't coming.
Right.
Yeah.
So I get to Caesars, and the husband is standing behind her, and he's watching her play. She's got a table by herself, a blackjack table. She's playing 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. She's
Wow.
got 3 hands.
Wow.
$30,000 a pop.
Yeah.
She's killing them. She's got over $200,000 in chips in front of her. At some point, she stops. She starts losing.
Right.
So she's like, "Look, man, y'all making too much noise." She gives him two $5,000 chips. She gives me one $5,000 chip. She's like, "Y'all go somewhere else."
Yeah, y'all messing
So-
up the juju.
Yeah, exactly. So we go down about 2 tables down, and man, when I tell you, we couldn't do no wrong. Everything was falling into place. We're just winning. So I told the pit boss, I said, "Look, man, I've never smoked anything in my life before." I said, "I know you probably don't believe that, but I feel like I need to have a celebratory cigar." Or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
And the girls been walking around with the tray with the cigars,
All
and
that,
cigarettes.
all that.
Right.
I said, "Give me a cigar."
Right.
So he gets me a cigar. I opened up a player card because I never had a player card with Caesars. And that's how I started smoking cigars, man. I've been smoking ever since.
What's your favorite cigar?
I have a lot of them, brother. It just depends on where I'm at, what I'm smoking, and things of that nature.
You got to give us your favorite, your go-to.
Well, I
If
tell
you're on
you,
a deserted
when I
beach.
want to treat myself,
Yeah.
spend some money, that
What's that?
Bahiki 52, that
That
Cohiba
Bahiki?
Bahiki,
We
Bam.
smoke those.
that's
Smoke
my
those.
cigar.
What's
But-
your top 5?
Top 5. Liga
Top five.
Privada, number 9. Arturo Fuente.
Uh-huh.
I like believe it or not, I like an Alec Bradley. That Alec Bradley Black Market, that's my
Okay.
stick.
Okay. What else?
What else, man? I like I can't leave out Padron. I love a Padron.
And what's number 5?
And number 5 has to be probably NR&R.
Thank you,
R&R.
smart man.
Smart man.
What's your perfect drink with a cigar?
Well, I'm a bourbon man. So
Right.
Uncle
my,
Nearest?
my Uncle Nearest is my go-to.
I just had that with
Woodford
you.
Reserve is a close second.
Yes,
I
sir.
had that tonight.
But again, when I want to treat myself, I'll get a Blanton's when I'm out. I'll get a Macallan 18.
Yes.
I'll go old fashioned.
Old fashioned is great too.
Yeah.
But believe it or not, you know what I like with my old fashions?
What's that?
I like a bullet bourbon.
I like
yeah,
Bullet
yeah,
Bullet's
yeah,
good.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And the only time that I get a ride, and the only ride that I like, is the Basil Hayden ride.
Basil Hayden.
Basil
Yep.
Hayden. Yes,
That
sir.
Basil Hayden ride is off the chain.
So last question.
Yes, sir.
What is the perfect meal with a cigar?
Okay, so I don't eat meat anymore. I went
don't eat-
pescatarian
Oh my goodness.
about a year ago.
Eat
But
from a
this
good
is the
family.
thing. But this is the thing. A good ribeye
Bone
with some,
ribeye.
with some nice vegetables and a good baked potato is
Baked
my
potato.
favorite meal
Oh,
to
you
have
can
So
go
you're
wrong.
before
not
I
eating meat
smoke.
anymore?
Who?
You're not eating meat anymore?
No, I don't. I don't do beef, chicken. I was never a big pork eater anyway.
What about
So-
fish? No fish?
Well, that's what I do. Pescatarian
Just
is
fish.
seafood. Yeah, it's
Seafood.
fish.
That's it.
So I do fish. That's all.
That's
Fish,
the only meat you
shrimp. Yeah. That's it.
eat? Okay. All right.
Wow.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You 50, are you 57 or 58?
I'll be 58 in May. Next month.
You're older than me.
May 9th.
what?
May 9th.
A Taurus. So
Taurus
you
the
know
bull,
you're stubborn
baby.
and motherfucker.
Well,
You know,
I
don't
can be.
cuss on this.
Yeah.
Stubborn is all get out.
All get out. Yeah.
That
Bleep,
means
bleep, bleep.
stubborn and,
Yeah.
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 Okay. That's good stuff, dude.
Good stuff.
We got to support you 4 weeks from now, April 30th.
We'll be
Yes.
there.
We'll be
Lock
there.
and loaded.
Let's get the R&R cigars. Let's get some Basil Hayden, some Uncle Nearest. Let's get the podcast, interviews.
We do
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
Let's do
we
it,
ain't do
baby.
this. We true to this, dog.
Yes,
That's
sir.
right.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You see, we pulled up about 15 deep on Sunday.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
You guys
I
showed
was
up and
there
showed out.
Saturday to come.
Yeah,
pull up
yeah,
to
yeah.
hang
You
out
hit
with
me.
the
You
homies.
hit me. Yeah.
We had
I
a
hit
good
you. I
time
was like,
Saturday
hey,
night.
Homie, I'm here. Tomorrow, let's roll.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
So yeah, man. Glad to have you on the show.
Thank
Thanks
you,
for
brother.
the invitation. We'll be there, lock and loaded. Support you.
Say
Everybody.
less.
Rob's
Alec
birthday is Saturday. He's having an event at Epic
On Sunday.
On
on
Sunday,
Sunday,
and
and the
then
next Sunday at the Wine Bar, Wine Me Up.
on the 13th.
If you haven't checked out Wine Me Up, it's
Yes.
Black owned
you
Up
gotta come.
in Upland. Mimi and her husband
JC.
JC. We there all the time like clockwork. We either here or there, and we're gonna check it out, and we're gonna send Rob off like he turning 58.
Man, if you don't
What you
quit
turning?
it,
What you turning,
I'm
bro?
57, dog.
57. Oh
I'm
yeah,
52,
yeah.
dog.
I'm turning 59 in July.
You 10 years older than me.
Yeah,
I'm
you know what I'm saying.
49.
So
I'm 57. I'll be 57 in April. dog.
57 in April, man. So shout out to him. We gonna sign out, man. But like you said, come check out me and Vanna, man. The fly
Fly
is
is
dopest
dopest cigar lounge.
in Southern
Anywhere.
California.
By
Anywhere.
far.
3
By far.
stories, members night.
Light work.
Light work, man. Come check us out right here downtown Pomona. It doesn't get no better than that. We see you next week. Lock and loaded. Dodgers are 8-0. Lakers in fourth place. UCLA's in the Final Four.
UCLA women's.
What more do you want? You know what I mean? This is LA, baby,
LA
California. LA all day.
LA showing out.
Episode 31.
Episode 30 signing out. We see you next week. Boom. 100. We out. Mia Vanna. R&R. R&R cigars. Don't get no better than that.